So, I want to talk to you very quickly about the cost of winning, and I really want you to understand clearly that you can win in any game if you're willing to pay the price. So, let's unpack this. You see, first and foremost, okay, you understand that everybody wants success, everybody wants financial freedom, everybody wants even a better life, a better body, to be cut, to be built, a better physique. Everybody wants that. Everybody wants a better marriage. Everybody wants a better business. But very few people ask the most important question. Okay? And the question is, what is the cost of winning? People don't ask these questions at all. But people want to win, but the sacrifice to win, people pull back on it. So I want to unpack this because if you really genuinely want to win, you need to understand it so you can prepare adequately for it, okay? So let's get into the details here. You see, everything is valuable. And because everything is valuable, everything has a price. By the way, Udesco, very nice to see you here. I've been off of this for a while. I've been on TikTok because I have a large crowd on TikTok, thousands of people. So IG was slowing down. I said, okay, not a problem. But today I want to deliver my message right here to my IG audience. And the price of discipline, the price of regret. Well, like which price are you willing to pay? The price of growth or the price of staying stuck? Either way, you're going to pay one of them. You either pay the price of winning or you pay the price of losing. Nobody gets a free pass. Let me say that clearly. Nobody gets a free pass. That's why most people never win. Because most people don't fail because they lack talent. Most people fail because they underestimate the cost. By the way, you could post right here. Let me know exactly on your part. What price do you feel like you have paid? Like in your mind, you feel like, okay, I paid the price. I deserve this. I'm curious. If you did, post it right here. I want to know. Udesco, as you join your TikTok channel then, missed your content. By the way, Udesco, yes, you could. You will find me, Dr. Kehinde Thomas. You will find me, on TikTok, just Dr. Kehinde Thomas. You'll see me right there, okay? And I most likely, I probably will go there too, this afternoon. But watch this, okay? A lot of people want to be millionaire with Udesco, a lot. A lot of people want to say, I want to be a millionaire, I want to be financially free. But they want comfortable habits, they want financial freedom, but they don't want financial discipline at all. No, they want six-pack abs, so the shredded is built, but they don't want six-pack decisions, which is the kind of food you eat, how you get discipline, go to the gym, etc. They don't want that, but they want six-pack. You see, winning is very, very expensive. Very, very. To win, I don't care what it is. Any type of winning is very, very expensive. You got a price to pay. Because sometimes it's not financially, emotionally, mentally, spiritually. It requires you to become someone you've never been before. And that's why you win. That's the real cost of winning, by the way. The person you are today cannot create the future that you want tomorrow. Impossible. So you have to grow, you have to stretch, you have to become uncomfortable. The greatest enemy that you have, is called comfort. It's your worst enemy. Because when you're comfortable, nothing happens because you're comfortable. It's your worst enemy more than anything else. So comfort will whisper to you, don't worry, just skip today. It's just another day. Don't worry, you could start next week. Don't worry, one more day. No, wouldn't matter. You see, the people I mentor, I tell them, there's nothing called next week. There's nothing called tomorrow. We're doing it today. But we don't have this at okay. We're doing it today. Because I understand exactly that the price of winning requires that you don't skip anything. You see, when champions understand this, then they start to make small decisions that compound over a period of time, and just like that, okay, money also compounds, so you make good decisions with money, and then you see that your money start compounding. Like again, you see it's a little bit, and before you turn around and look, money is coming to you. You see, your interest compounds, your wealth compounds, consistency, which I talked about on my TikTok yesterday, is ridiculous. By the way, you guys should go watch that. Like it compounds because Anything that you're consistent at, you're going to win. It doesn't matter what that is. You're going to win. It doesn't matter. No, because, by the way, it's not 99.9. I'm not saying 95%, 99%, 99%. No, 100% you're going to win if you are consistent. This is the reason why I want to just share the financial literacy part of this so you can understand, because let's talk about money. My contribution is financial education. That's my contribution to the universe. Financially, the cost of winning is delayed gratification. So when it comes to money, the person that is going to make money and win is the person that can control their appetite, and they can delay their gratification for tomorrow. These are the people that are going to win. I'll give you guys an example, okay? Do you know, I have wanted to buy a Patek watch for the longest time. Very long time. And I know it's very expensive. I mean, guys, we're not talking 100,000 or 200,000 or $300,000 watch here. This is some crazy, I wouldn't even go there. But even though I wanted it that bad, I wouldn't buy it. I had to get to a certain stage first before I make that deal. And every single time, I literally punished myself, and my reward was to me to go get that, because I wanted to make sure that there was a work and reward relationship. You see, one of the biggest mistake people make is they can't control their appetite, and that's very dangerous for finance. You want to buy something, just go get it. Even regardless what, there's no work reward relationship tied to it. That's one of the fastest way to lose all of your money. You see, people who understand is the wealthy people, they invest money to improve themselves, because they got to fix this first before they fix the outside. Most people buy liabilities. That's what people do. They buy cars, they buy this, liabilities. That's what I mean. It's not making them money. Wealth builders, typically, they buy assets. We know that. Most people ask, what can I afford today? Successful people ask, what will this decision become in 10 years? It's just different. So you will begin to understand the average person wants immediate pleasure, but the wealthy person wants long-term freedom. One decision repeated for years changes everything over and over and over again. That's consistency. A person who invests consistently is going to become wealthy. I don't care who that person is, and I don't care what part of the world they're in. If you invest consistently, you have no choice but to become wealthy. You see, the cost of winning requires patience. The cost is discipline. The cost is saying no to some things when you could say yes to bigger things. Financial freedom isn't purchased. You cannot buy it. No. Guys, you can't buy your way to making $1 million and becoming a millionaire. You cannot. You have to earn it. You earn it through what we call a repeated disciplined decisions over and over and over and over. I will talk about the hidden cost here, and then I will wrap this up. This is a very short one here for me today. The hidden cost that nobody talks about, is this. And this is not taught in school. Winning actually costs relationships. Let me explain what I mean by that. When you're about to win and you start making decisions, that means you have to change. So in the process of you evolving to change, you got people who are around you right here, and they are friends of yours. But you guys are vibrating at the same level energy at the current moment. But now your energy has escalated. You got to go up. So you have two choices. Choice number one is go like this. And these people here, some will come with you and some will pull you back down. They will criticize you. They will say nasty things about you. They will say you've changed. If you're one of those people that are so worried about relationship, you'll come back down, which means you're going nowhere. You're done. It's over. Now, watch this. The second decision is you're elevating. So regardless what anybody is saying, you keep going up. Because why? Your destination is not here. Your destination, bam, is up here. So you keep going. This analogy I just gave you right here is one of the mistakes that most people don't understand, because they think that they can take everybody with them when it goes to winning. No. Guys, even my brokers, we were doing some stuff late yesterday. I'm pushing them for some kind of a promotion. I'm going to do it. And then a few made a commitment and they did. They worked late. They did. But what happened to the rest? No. These are good people. They have good intentions. But the truth about it is this. They truly and honestly, they have not matched the expected discipline to get the results. Is not in concert. So therefore, when expectations, are here and results are here, you're disappointed. When expectations are here and result is here, you're very happy. You say, these are some of the stuff that people don't think about, even take some time to talk about, because you say, success is not bad. No, it doesn't have to cost relationship, but it will. And the growth distance that happen between you and your friends is necessary for that growth. Some people will not understand your vision. Some people will criticize your ambition. It's normal. And some people will disappear when you stop settling. They just disappear. All of these are all normal. Let me say something to you, and I will end with this. There's a guy called Niccolo Machiavelli about 500 years ago. This guy, like he was in the courtroom in Greece, and like he was talking to emperors, and by the way, he was a counselor, he was an advisor to princes and so on and so forth, and kings. He said something that's very, very, very powerful. Loyalty, as you and I process loyalty, is not real. People are only loyal to you in as much as you benefit them. The moment that benefit ceases to be, the loyalty ceases to be. Now you're like, oh my God, this are just not loyal. This is bad. These people are... No, 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 no. No. It's you that don't understand human nature. Because they became disloyal to you for what we call survival mechanism. It's a survivability coping mechanism. Because the benefits they're getting from you no longer exist. So therefore they have to turn somewhere else where they can get the benefits. You call it disloyal, they call it survivor. So once you begin to understand the basic aspects of human nature and how human beings work and think, then to go from one point to another becomes easier for you. So what people call disappointment, betrayers, and this and so, you realize it's just normal. It's not a big deal. Like for me, I don't take anything past anyone. It doesn't matter. You know how everybody is innocent until proven guilty? For me, everybody is guilty until proven innocent. I reverse that freaking psychology. So I'm going to protect my space, my mind, my head. Then when you prove to me after a series of tests, then it's okay, then let's go. You see, society taught us upside down, the other way around, because they're creating what we call a servant class. It's a slave mentality. Once you understand this, it's going to make sense to you. You don't need everyone's approval, Kevin. You don't. You do not need everyone's approval. You don't need everyone's commitment. You don't. You don't. You see, the most successful people I know, they learn to become comfortable being misunderstood because it's part of the journey. Because they were more committed to their future than they were addicted to somebody else's approval. So when you get to that level, you're no longer thinking like an average person anymore. This is the reason why I established what I call the 1 million people project, known as TOMP, T-O-M-P, T-O-M-P. Why? Because, listen, knowledge matters. It's knowledge first, money second. It's not money first, knowledge second. No, knowledge matters. TOMP isn't really about social media or about 1 million people, although I have thousands of people already who have become part of TOMP. They're members now. TOMP isn't really about views. It's not really about content. TOMP is teaching us something much bigger, how we think. It's teaching us consistency, how to win. Not intensity, consistency. Anyone can be motivated for 1 day, but a few people can stay committed for 100 days. That's a big difference. Anybody, okay, let's go to the gym. Everybody can go today. What happened next week? Happy New Year. I'm making the New Year's resolution. And what happened by mid-January 15th? People are already falling off the track. So the issue is not about motivation and the length of motivation, because most people are not committed. That's the issue. So the person who stays in the game long enough eventually becomes very difficult to beat. Very, very difficult to beat. So I will say this, okay? By the way, if for those of you Anibolu, if you want to become part of our TOMP membership, and by the way, it's free because it doesn't cost you anything, so you guys know that upfront. what I want to do is I'm going to put this up. Just send me your email. As a matter of fact, I will put my email right here for you guys. Just email me. Just put the title Tom. That's all you have to do. Kehinde Thomas 0 at Gmail. At gmail.com. At Gmail. Kehinde Thomas at Gmail. .com. Okay, I think I just posted that. Okay, so for any of you that want to become part of Tom, I just posted my email. Let me pin that, and this is my social media email right here. So I just pinned that. So if you want to, just do Tom will send you the email. You become a member. It costs you absolutely nothing. It's zero. The idea is financial literacy. That's the whole idea. Okay. Now, I want to close this out. Okay. So as I close this, I want you to remember this. The cost of winning is very high. I just want you to know that it's very, very high. But the cost of regret is actually higher. Because if you had a chance to win and you didn't win, you will regret that for the rest of your life. So it's the cost of winning or the cost of losing. Both of them cost you something. One is higher than the other, which is losing. The cost of discipline is painful. But the cost of staying broke, Lord have mercy, is worse. Because your freedom is given out. The cost of learning is painful. To pick up a book, to read a book, to stay sharp. But the cost of ignorance, Lord have mercy. So you got to choose your pain. Choose your price. Choose your future. Because 10 years from now, your life will be the result of the prices that you were willing to pay today. And that's the fact. So having said that, if you're not following me, make sure you follow me. This is Dr. Kehinde Thomas, and it's just nothing but pure financial literacy. Love every single one of you guys. Walk like it's up to you. Pray like it's up to God. And I can't wait to connect with you guys. But for all new members of Tom, welcome to the Financially Literate team. Thank you, everybody. Bye now.